be? For me, your man, Louie T. Welcome to the command post. You know what it is. Post up. Take command. I, of course, am your commander-in-chief, Louie T. Thank you for joining me. I haven't questioned many things that the new regime has done to this point. As a matter of fact, I've been very, very impressed, complimentary, and very optimistic about just about everything that they've done. Everything they've touched has felt like it's going to turn into pure 14K solid gold, right? I need a little bit of help on this one, though. Sounds like the Washington Commanders are hosting a field trip. Over the next week or so, they're going to have a slew of these top 30 visits that we've been talking about coming to the facility all at the same time. What the hell is going on? Now, had they told us Rod Gaddison and Chop Robinson and Marshawn Nealon all were coming at the same time, I don't know if I would have blinked. Oh, okay, cool. I don't care. But when you're bringing in the guy that you're going to spend the number 2 overall pick on potentially with like 12 other guys, I need answers. The initial thought, so let me go back a bit, because I'm just rambling as if you know what I'm talking about. Most of you do, because again, a lot of you follow this stuff much more closely than I do. So you already know what's going on here, but for some of you, you don't. So let me go back a bit. Reportedly, and this is from multiple outlets, so this seems to have all the validity that we need to believe that this is absolutely 1000% true. The Washington Commanders are hosting their official visits this week with multiple candidates at once. The thing that is alarming with this is that the quarterbacks are coming too. So Jaden Daniels, we were told last week that he would be Monday, Tuesday, and Drake May would be Wednesday, Thursday. Makes a ton of sense to me, right? They're not going to be there at the same time. You're going to be able to devote all of your attention and resources to this one individual, really get to know him, really get to see what he's about, and learn a lot about him and kind of figure out, is this guy a great fit for what we're trying to do? Then you get to this week and we find out that J.J. McCarthy is supposed to be coming, and you're like, well, when is he coming? When are they going to squeeze him in? They got Jaden Daniels on Monday and Tuesday. They got Drake May on Wednesday and Thursday. When is he supposed to be coming? Then you hear Michael Penix Jr. is supposed to be coming. Like, wait a minute. We're already booked for the week. What do you mean Michael Penix and J.J. McCarthy are coming too? They're like, oh yeah, and Chop Robinson's coming, and Rod Gaddison's coming, and I'm like, wait. What are you talking about? Slow down. What are you talking about? Yeah, they're having a group of prospects all coming at one time, including the quarterbacks. Who does that? So what are we doing? A class field trip? I can hear the old lady who's the tour guide's voice now. And on your left are the Super Bowl trophies that the Washington Redskins / Commanders and Washington football team have won. Please don't touch the trophies. The last one was from 1992. And on your right, you will see the cafeteria. Like, what are we doing? Like, this is not how these are supposed to work. My initial thought was, oh, okay. So they're playing some Jedi mind trick bullshit, because of all the sports, the NFL sickens me with the way that they try to get into these prospects' brains and try to figure out, from a psychology standpoint, which guys are tougher and which guys are mentally, unshaken, by doing stupid shit, saying stupid shit, and trying to get a reaction out of them and seeing how they handle it, right? They do some weirdo shit. So I thought this was some, Jedi mind trick bullshit. We're going to bring all the quarterback prospects here at once and see how the guys handle it. And we'll see which one, kind of crumbles under the pressure, see which guy kind of handles his competition being here at the same time, and see who kind of rises to the occasion. I was like, I don't like it, but I understand what you're trying to do. but I don't like it. And it's unnecessary. But then when I heard that, oh yeah, Chop Robinson's coming, and oh yeah, Rod Gaddison's coming, and all these other guys, I'm like, wait a minute, what are you guys doing here? This is not the combine. You don't have 15 minutes. This isn't speed dating. This isn't a round robin where you just, all right, your 15 minutes is up. You go on to the assistant coach, and now I get to sit down with the next guy as the head coach for 15 minutes, and then we'll get the next guy in here, and then you can go to the position coach of your choice, and then we'll get the next guy. Like, what are we doing right now? This is weird to me. But, again, I can't be a hypocrite, okay? I can't say that I'm going to trust the process, and then when they do something that I don't understand, because it's not that I don't like this as much as I just don't understand this. It doesn't make any sense to me. And it doesn't have to make sense to me in order for it to be successful and for it to be an efficient process. This may be very efficient. The way that they're doing it may be something that nobody else is doing because they've never thought of it. And, they've brought all these brilliant minds into Washington, right? All these different guys. And yeah, I saw the guy that they just hired. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because that guy isn't going to affect what happens on the field. So many of you get caught up in what these guys that they're bringing into the front office is going to do from this standpoint and that standpoint. If you're going to tell me that this guy's going to help us win 2 more games a season, then damn right, I'm interested. I'm all in. Sign me up. But I don't know what this guy actually is going to do. I know he's very smart and he's very knowledgeable. That's great. The more smart individuals you can put in one building and all the minds that you can bring together, awesome. I don't give a shit, however, though. Too many of you are getting caught up on the financial side or the business side. I don't care about the business side of this product. I care about the field. Can we win football games? I'm sick of being the laughing stock of the NFC East. I'm sick of being a joke. I'm sick of not being relevant when January rolls around. That's what I care about. I don't give a shit about some guy that worked in the league office who's a really good guy. He's really sharp and he's really smart and this is a good get. I can't believe he left the NFL headquarters to come work for a team. That's great. Is he going to help us land the next big thing at the quarterback position? Is he going to help us get free agents to come here who wouldn't have otherwise? Because if the answer is no, then I don't give a shit. That's where I'm at with mine right now. Okay? I'm really, really trying to win something here in the next 3 years. I know that this is a process, unlike some of you who want to rush this thing. And I'm all for skipping steps. But I'm well aware that that's not how this usually goes. You don't skip steps in these processes when you're recalibrating, as they termed it. When you're rebuilding, which is what this is. They can call it a recalibration all they want. But when you're rebuilding, generally, you don't get to skip steps. This first season, 7-10 is what it's probably going to look like, okay? Very competitive team. I expect them to be competitive. I hope it's 10-7. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's 9-8. I hope it's 11-6. But I'm not holding my breath, okay? What I do expect, though, is for this team to be competitive, for this team to find the right quarterback, and this process that they're going through right now, this field trip, this class field trip that they're having, where they're having all these guys coming, this seems a bit odd and not the way that you go about finding the number 2 overall pick in the quarterback of the future of this franchise. But again, there are a lot of smart guys in that building, reportedly, a lot of guys that are supposed to know how this process works, and maybe they have some insight as to how doing this is supposed to go, and maybe they're innovative and on the cutting edge of how teams are going to be doing in the future. Instead of spreading these things out over the course of a month prior to the draft, you're going to cram it all in closer to the draft. I don't really know what the thought process is here. I'm confused. I'm going to be honest with you. I am baffled by what they're doing here, because if they were doing this with every other prospect other than the quarterbacks, I would have been perfectly fine, and I wouldn't have even, like I said, I wouldn't have even blinked. Because you can bring a group of these guys here, kind of sort through them, and move on. The quarterback is unlike any other position. They get special treatment. and for them to just toss them into a pot. If I'm a quarterback and I've got an ego, and you know these guys have egos, right? They've been pampered and they've been treated like kings on all of these visits thus far, and teams have, really isolated them and shown them that they want them so badly. Not that they have the choice, right? This isn't free agency, okay? But teams have really dedicated one-on-one attention to these prospects, these quarterbacks in particular. And now you go to Washington and they're just treating you like some Joe Schmo regular prospect at the combine, where we're just going to cycle you through. And again, I don't know how this is going to work, right? They could have a lot of these guys coming in, and instead of them meeting with Dan Quinn and Adam Peters in particular, those guys might be meeting with just the positional coaches or the defensive coordinator and the positional coaches, right? And they never see Dan Quinn and Adam Peters. I still don't know if that's what you want to do, right? If I'm Adam Peters, I want to see all of these prospects. I want to hear from all of these guys. So this is a bit odd. This is a bit strange to me, especially when you're talking about the number 2 pick in the draft. But I'm going to trust the process. And I can't be a hypocrite and say that I'm going to roll with whatever they decide to do. This is a part of what they've decided to do. I'm going to roll with it. Doesn't mean I don't have questions. But all that matters to me are the results. This is a results-based league. And I just want them to get this right. And if this is going to help them get it right, so be it. I'm just confused. I'm baffled. This is the first time this offseason, other than O-line Bobby Johnson, this is the first time this offseason where I went, what are we doing here? What is this? I can't get jiggy with this shit. This is the first time since O-line Bobby Johnson where I went, hey, what's going on here? We're actually having a class field trip. Interesting. What in the Ronald Rivera is going on out there? I don't know. Stay tuned. But we'll see what happens. What do you guys think about this? Am I overreacting? Is this nothing? Or are you just as confused as I am? Or maybe you have the answers. Leave it down in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, because everybody's just saying it like nonchalantly, like this is what teams do. I don't think this is what other teams do. I'm not saying they don't have multiple visits in a day, but I can't recollect another team having a top 5 prospect, specifically quarterback, all coming at the same time with other positions too? Huh? Leave it down in the comment section. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, your man Louie T. Don't forget to join me later on tonight. If you're not doing anything, what I'm going to do is I'm going to steer clear of that first play-in game with the Pellies and Lakers. We're going to go live after that game has met its conclusion. We can be live during Warriors and Kings. I'm not really tripping about that one. But I don't want to step on the Lakers and Lakers and Pellies' toes. So we'll allow that game to play itself out. That should be done around 9:30, 9:45. And then I'll jump on live. We'll talk about edge rushers. And I've got a couple of Commanders topics that I want to tackle on that show as well. So we'll do that tonight at around 9:30, 9:45-ish here on the Louie T Network. Hopefully you can join me for that. In any event, that's going to do it for me, your man Louie T, here on the command post. You know what it is. Post up. Take command. Leave it down in the comment section. Are you perplexed? Or is this just a part of the process? You're not tripping and it is what it is. Leave it down in the comment section. Until next time, I'm your man Louie T, signing off. You guys have a good one.
LouieTeeNetwork.